Social Security has a new way for you to conduct business with us online. You no longer need to visit our offices or call us to appeal a denial or adverse action related to your benefits. You can now file an appeal online for non-medical issues. Examples of non-medical appeals include those for overpayments and Medicare premium rates. The online appeals application is simple, convenient, and secure. It guides you through every step of the process. From outlining your rights to an appeal to publications on the appeals process, a fair review of your case is right at your fingertips. The online application also lets you upload supporting documentation and save your submission. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Myra Salazar, Public Affairs Specialist for the Social Security Administration in the Chicago metropolitan area. I will be your host for tonight's edition of the Social Security Hotline Show. My co-host for today is DJ. She's a claims representative at one of our local offices. DJ, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hi, my name is DJ. I am a claims representative for one of the local offices in Chicago. I've been with the agency for a little over 7 years, and we are here to answer your questions today.
Thank you. I want to remind you that this is a live interactive call-in program brought to you by CAN TV Channel 21. Our phone lines are open right now, and we invite you to call in with all your questions at 312-738-1060. Our colleague, Anthony Frazier, is our technical coordinator today, and he is waiting for you to call in with all your questions. Each show that we broadcast has a special topic that we think might be of interest to you. And today, we're going to talk about the frequently asked questions. You know, when I go out to the community, I find that in most communities, they have a lot of the same questions. And this is really about basic information. So I think it would be a good idea to go over all that information because it will be very helpful for everybody. It doesn't matter what age you are. But first, what I really want to focus on, and I think we all have a mission to bring you that information, to share the most important information to you, the most updated information, is about my Social Security. What is it? What are the advantages? So we're going to talk about that and some of our online services because they're continually growing.
Yeah,
and we want to make sure that you're aware of it. Mm-hmm. So with that said, DJ, can you tell us what is my Social Security? What is it all about? What's that portal that everybody's talking about?
Well, my Social Security is an online account that allows you to check in on your Social Security information. And that can be accessed right at our website at www.ssa.gov. So you go on there and you fill out a My Online personal account, and it allows us essentially to talk to you, for you to check your information on your Social Security record. It's safe, it's easy, and it's very simple to set up.
And you know, that's really important because I think that whenever you talk to people about my Social Security, sometimes they think it would be complicated, right, and it's not. Mm-hmm. We're just going to ask you some simple questions to identify you. And actually, these questions that we have are about information that the credit card company has about you.
Absolutely, those few questions.
Yes. So once you answer those questions, now you can go in and create that, the username and so forth, and then you have easy access to it. And it's a critical tool to use because this is the way to prepare for your financial future. And why would that be? You know, it's the best tool ever. I mean, it gives you information about your earnings.
Absolutely, and it allows you to check on your earnings too to make sure the information that we have to determine your future benefits is correct.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, these earnings, these lifetime earnings is what we use to determine your future benefit. So that's why it's critical that you review each year and you make sure that they're correct. If you have one missing, bring in your W-2 and we will do an earnings correction. If you see a year that doesn't belong to you, we can remove it. And also, you can get all those benefit estimates for the future. And they're not only for retirement, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely right. We also have disability benefits, spousal benefits. The most important thing is just going to the website and setting it up so that way we can see what benefits may be available to you.
Absolutely. Besides benefits for retirement, for disability, survivor benefits as well, it's really important that everybody check their Social Security statement. But, once you start getting benefits, what are the advantages of having a My Social Security account established?
Well, one of the great benefits is that you can actually make changes to your account online without having to come into the office. So you can change simple things such as your address, telephone number. In some cases, you can change your direct deposit information. These things can be done quickly online, and one of our newest features is that if you have a pending application with us for benefits, you can actually check and see what the status of that application is right online without coming in. So again, you want to go into www.socialsecurity.gov.
Yes, and let's look at their website right now. I just went into our website and we click on My Social Security. So it brings it up. And you can see here, you can either sign in or you can create an account. It's so important. And by the way, if there are some individuals who cannot create a My Social Security account, it could be because they don't have any credit. And then they can come into the office and we can establish it for them, and they'll get an activation code. So they can come in here and then they can set up, the username and so forth. That way, they can also go in and get access to their personal information. It's really easy, and once you're in there, you can manage your record, which is so wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Many of our offices too in the Chicagoland area will have a self-help personal computer available that will allow you to set up your account online in the office. And it allows you to do your confirmation with your activation code if you came in with your ID to create an account. So those features are easily available. Usually there's a very short to no wait on the self-help computer. So feel free to come into the office if you feel better about setting up your account online inside the office.
Absolutely. It's all about convenience. We want to make it as easy for you as possible. That's why we have so many options. That's why we keep growing. And we're always looking for ways to make it easier for you to do business with Social Security. So don't forget to establish that My Social Security account. It's so important. And by the way, don't forget that Social Security is always with you. We're with you through life's journey to secure today and tomorrow, and that's a big promise we have made.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, all the offices are there for you. You can always call us. You have options, so you can always visit us online, www.socialsecurity.gov, or you can call the 1-800 number, 772-1213 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And of course, we have automated services available 24/7 for some business that you can do. And I just thought about it. If you have that Social Security account and you're already getting benefits, whether they're retirement, disability insurance, or survivor benefits, or SSI, supplemental security income, you can get a benefit verification letter. And how convenient is that?
Right online without having come into the office or wait for the mail. So that's a great thing that you can come in and, you can go right online to ssa.gov.
Absolutely.
And get that printed.
And please don't forget to call in. We're still waiting for you on the phone number 312-738-1060. Don't forget our colleague is over there, waiting for your questions. So please, we invite you to call in. We really want you to do that. So we're going to go on to the next question. We're going to talk about some of the basics. A lot of people have questions about retirement. How soon can I apply? That's a question that's always asked.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The answer for that is you can actually begin to apply for retirement benefits at the age of 61 years and 9 months. Mm-hmm. Which is to start about 3 months before. Even if you're not ready to retire, you can sign up for Medicare before age 65 online. One of the most powerful things with the website is that we do have a retirement planner option. So you would go on there and estimate your benefits in retirement if you did an early retirement, a full retirement, or a delayed retirement. It gives you a chart that says, hey, this year, if you wait till this year, you'll get this. And if you wait till the other years, the amounts that you'll actually get. So it allows you to make an informed decision about what your retirement benefits will be for the future.
Absolutely. We have all the tools available. The first one is My Social Security. The second one is we have a retirement estimator, which is fabulous. And then, of course, the planners. And there's nothing better than that. I think we have a call. So, caller, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, how can we help you?
I have a question. Let's say you're getting your Social Security retirement, and say it's the benefit month of April. I know you get paid a month later in May, right?
Yes.
But when they deduct Medicare, is that Medicare payment for the month of April?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
She said, is that Medicare payment for the month of April?
Okay,
Because
so...
they never talk about Medicare being deducted.
Okay, well, first of all, for Medicare, you have to be 65. So we recommend that you enroll 3 months before your 65th birthday or 3 months after. Now, if, for example, I retired at 62, take my retirement benefits, when I get close to 65, what will happen is that they will send me the Medicare card automatically.
Right.
Because I already have a
I've
record.
already been on Medicare. I've already been on Medicare.
She's already
I'm
been
on Medicare since I was 65.
Okay, so...
She's just asking that deductible, what month
So
does
when
it
you're
apply
going
to?
in for your Social Security retirement,
Okay, for Medicare, I'm assuming that the questions are coming about deductibles, about premiums, and so forth,
Absolutely.
right?
right, because Social Security then automatically goes ahead and deducts payment for Medicare and pays it for you.
Okay,
Yes.
well, all right. What we do with Social Security, we of course enroll you into Medicare, and then we set it up so we can make those deductions of the premium every single month.
Right, so
Now,
then my question is, if your benefit month for Social Security is April, they're going to pay you the following month. They're also going to take that deduction for Medicare, right?
Yes, they do take the deduction for the Medicare.
Okay, so when they take that deduction for Medicare, is that payment for that month for the month of April? See what I'm saying?
Okay, and I think we're talking about two things. We're a month behind.
Right.
Right.
And then the deduction that we take out is for the first month that you're covered for Medicare. Okay,
what if you've already been covered for Medicare for several years, but you delayed taking Social Security?
Okay, the best thing to do if we're talking about your record, since we can't see the record in front of us, the best thing to do is to call a 1-800 number because they actually have all your personal information on there. And right now, we don't have that. So we really can't talk about specifics other than in general terms. And I think that your question is very valid, and I would call so that I could follow through your record and actually give you dates and explain in detail your specific questions. But we thank you for the question. I'm glad she brought that up because one of the questions that I always get when I go out is, well, I want to retire as soon as I can because I don't know how long I'm going to live. At 62, that's it. And then when I let them know, well, you have to consider that Medicare doesn't start until 65, then they start thinking about it.
Right.
You know, so that's really, really important because unless you have, a spouse who's still working and can keep you covered in other ways, it's something really important to consider when you're ready to retire. But if you take it at 62, the first consideration is that your benefit will be reduced for your age. And then secondly, Medicare doesn't start until 65. And whatever you're entitled to, remember that there are dependent benefits, and their benefits are going to be based on your rate.
Exactly.
So if your benefit is already reduced, then of course their benefit is also reduced. So it really affects everybody.
Right, and that, like you just said, every scenario is a little different. In order to answer your questions, the question that she had properly, we do need to be looking at a record.
Yes.
But going to the Retirement Estimator, Retirement Planner online will give you a lot of this information, especially when your Medicare start date is, when your money is as far as your retirement goes, and whether you want to do an early retirement, a full retirement, or a late retirement. All those things can be accessed online at www.ssa.gov.
And here we want to show our calculators. So here's the retirement estimator right here. They're very easy to use, and I would suggest that you go into our retirement estimator and start using it. You can estimate your retirement benefits, and it's so convenient because you can create different scenarios.
Right.
It's really, really crucial for everybody to know, first of all, how to get in touch with Social Security, what tools we have, the calculators that we have, because there's nothing better than being prepared for the future. And as a matter of fact, Social Security is always encouraging people to prepare for their financial future, and that's why we have all these tools available.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But the other thing that people have questions about is what when the person works, how do you become eligible for retirement benefits? What are people wonder, what are the work credits?
Right. Well, work credits, essentially you need 40 work credits to actually qualify for retirement with Social Security. Every year that number will change. This year, one work credit is $1,300 of earnings, and you get up to 4 credits per year. Now, during those years, things that may be covered are things that may be covered are for your retirement are your ability to kind of like 1 year maybe you didn't get a full credit, and then you could go ahead and earn some more money within that year.
Yes, and it's really easy to earn. I mean, because if you earn in the beginning of the year 5,200, you already earned 4. You can only earn 4 a year.
Right.
So
And
they're
even
very
if you, just like you said, even if you earn them in the beginning of the year,
yes.
for that year, you're
Absolutely,
going to be done.
and it doesn't matter if they're scattered, so you could be
Right.
working 5 years and then stop for 1 year and then continue. You're continually earning credits as long as you work.
Right.
So it's important to know that they're very easy to earn, but you have to have at least 10 years or 40 credits. And I have found some people when I go out who are older than 65,
Right.
and they tell me, I only have 38 credits. Can I get retirement benefits? And it breaks my heart because I have to tell them, no, unfortunately, you need 40.
Right.
So you need to, earn those extra credits.
Right.
And that's just how the system works. So you
Right.
have to work and pay FICA taxes or Social Security taxes, and you have to earn those credits in order to be eligible for retirement benefits. So most people need about 10 years or less. It all depends on your the benefit that you're applying for.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The other thing that you just mentioned, I didn't want to just breeze by that, is that good news, you can still earn credits. There's no cap or limit or stop. If you're at 38 credits, then come into the office so that we can, or go right to the Retirement Estimator online so you can figure out how many more credits are needed so that you can become insured, so that you can get a retirement benefit.
Yes.
So that's really, really super important that you can still earn the
Absolutely.
credits.
And I think one thing to keep in mind is that the higher your lifetime earnings, the higher your benefit will be. And
Yes.
it's really important, and because, people always want to know, well, how do you figure that out? Well, from your entire lifetime earnings, we take the 35 highest years,
Right.
and that's where we get the average monthly benefit for you. So if I'm a housewife who only worked 10 years, they're looking for 35, so they have to add zeros to make 35 years. And all those zeros they're adding to the 10 years will bring the average down. That's why we have different benefit amounts for everybody. Some people receive a very small amount, and then, the maximum is about, I think right now, 2,600 something. So it all depends on your lifetime earnings. And, for example, for women, since in general, we do take time off to take care of the family.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, right? Children or parents. So our years are scattered, and so sometimes we only have 10 years. So you never know. Every situation is different.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other
Yes.
thing I want to mention too, Social Security is always interested in paying out the highest benefit. But to help us determine what your highest benefit is, you may need to bring in a marriage certificate or some information like that so we can determine what your highest benefit is. If your spouse has a higher benefit than you, or if you have a higher benefit than your spouse, we're going to pay out the highest, the
Yes.
one highest benefit for you.
Absolutely. It's important to know that, if you retire, then of course you have your spouse and your minor children.
Yes.
So Social Security is not only there for the worker who retires or starts receiving disability benefits. These benefits are available for spouses and for the minor children. And for the spouses, they have to be at least 62.
Yes, they do.
Or they could be a young spouse, but because they're taking care of the minor children, they could also get benefits. And divorced spouses.
Yes.
Very important,
Yes.
because we have many. So they should know that they also have, the same rights to benefits as long as they were married for 10 years and divorced for 2 years. And, when Social Security first started in 1935, a lot of a lot of wives weren't working, so they were doing housework, right?
Right.
But nowadays, most couples work, so they are entitled to their own benefit.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
So really, there's a benefit for everybody, but the best thing to do is to, to visit us at our website, because it's so important that people really start using our website, because all the information is there at www.socialsecurity.gov. And then, of course, we're there for everybody. Some people can't do that. So for them, of course, we have the 1-800 number, 772-1213, and then we have automated services. So, of course, there's options for everybody. And it's important to know that Social Security always wants to make sure that you understand the information, and that's why we have interpreter services.
Yes, we do have those available on
Absolutely.
online. The website is actually translated into
Yes.
several different languages.
Yes,
as
and if
well
you go
as
to
when
the office,
Same thing. We have interpreter services available. Even if you call in
Yes.
another language, we have interpreter services available.
absolutely, and we also have our website available in Spanish. So really, it's available to everybody, and we want to make it user friendly, and it is. That's why we're encouraging you to visit us online. But at the offices, we also want to make sure that if you decide to visit the office, we recommend to make an appointment, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you'd make that at 1-800-772-1213.
Yes.
And you'd be able to make that appointment to come into your closest local Social Security office. It's also the best way to figure out where your closest local Social Security office is to call in. Or check our website right at the bottom. There's the office locations based on your
Yes.
zip code.
So really, it's important, I think, to understand who Social Security is.
Yes.
What are the benefits? It's not only retirement, there's a benefit for young people too. You could be 20 years old, have an accident, and you could, all you need is about a year and a half of work. To get disability benefits. So really, Social Security is for young adults, for children,
For
because
children,
we have the biggest
yeah.
programs, available disability benefits for children, and then of course they get benefits as dependents too.
Yes.
So, that's one of the myths about Social Security, that it's only for older people. No, it's for young people too.
Right.
And that's why everybody has to be informed. And when I go out and I talk to a lot of women's groups,
Oh, okay.
it's always important that they know that there are benefits for everybody. And, I just wanted to show you, if I can get on here quickly, that we also have information for people like you. And that means for all our different communities, we have information as well. And if I can go in there quickly before we have to go, people like me, okay, so here we go. So if you look on here, information for people like me, pre-retirement, mid-career, early career, American Indian, African Americans, Asian Americans, veterans, students, women, same-sex couples. It's so exciting to see that we have information for everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
We're with you through life's journey. Don't forget that. And, we're securing today and tomorrow, and we want to make sure you know it. And that, we invite you to visit us. Today's show is ending. We really appreciate that you're with us every single week, especially today, because we always want to make sure that we give you the most accurate information that we can. And one of those ways is that you can do it, at any time you want, is by visiting us at our website, which is really important, at www.socialsecurity.gov. So with that said, I want to thank you, DJ, for being here, for being so great. And then, of course, our colleague, Anthony Frazier, who's always, he's always so great and so helpful. We all want to thank you for being here today with us, and we really appreciate it. And don't forget to come back next week. We always welcome you to be with us and to ask questions whenever you can. Thank you so much, and have a great day.